Mr. McDaniels, you're here with Andy and Fitzy. How we doing?
Great, guys. How you doing?
We're great. We are enjoying the season so far. You know, it's fun to be a fan when the team is in first place and scoring points, winning games, all that. But you got a test this week, the Browns, Myles Garrett, and I wanted to start there with Myles Garrett. When you have, I guess you call him a game wrecker, a player like Myles Garrett, maybe the best defensive player in football on the other side of the ball, obviously there's a challenge to deal with him and know where he is on every play. But is there also the importance of running your offense and doing what you do and not going overboard worrying about a guy like Myles Garrett?
I think you have to do both. And that's the trick. Whenever you have a player of that quality that's that disruptive and proven over many, many years, and certainly this year, again, how great a player he is. And so you obviously want to stay within the comfort zone of your players and the things that they know how to do best. And at the same time, he deserves every bit of respect and attention relative to how you set up the plan to try to limit the best that you can, the production and the big plays that he's capable of making. So, again, that's the attempt whenever you have to deal with players like this. And hopefully we've done a decent job of trying to do that, and we can go out there and execute the best we can on Sunday.
Josh, taking a slightly broader view of how things are going with the offense and the team overall, is this right around where you either wanted to be or thought you'd be offensively, developmentally, 7 games into the season?
I don't know. I never really stop and honestly consider, where I think we're going to be a month from now, 2 months from now. I didn't do that in training camp. I certainly didn't do it in the off season. I think there's just so many things to try to go through day to day with your team and our group on offense to try to improve. And I think that's kind of always been my mindset and focus as a coordinator or a position coach is, how can we, get our group to improve and make progress today? And so I have no idea what our, the best we can possibly be is, because I don't think we've reached it. And we're just going to continue to try to address the things that we think can make our team a better offense, a better group, in each situation. And hopefully we'll continue to make progress and improve. I think our group really works hard to do that. And I'm very proud of the way that they come into each day and try to learn the material and practice hard to try to get the things down that we need to work on to be successful each week. So couldn't ask for more from them than that. And, we'll see where it takes us, but certainly happy with the progress we've made so far.
Josh, from the outside looking in, it seems like this team has good vibes. Your offense has good vibes, camaraderie, whatever you want to call it, good culture in the locker room. And you've been around a lot of teams, good teams, bad teams, mediocre teams. And I was wondering, in general, do the vibes help you win, or does winning help create the vibes?
Both. I think that's an interesting question, and it's I think when you say the vibes, first of all, I think the relationship part of this team is strong, and I think that starts with Braves. I mean, he's done a great job this entire year of stressing how important it is for us to create the relationships and the bonds on our staff and on our team that are required when you're gonna do this job and work at this level and be successful. You have to appreciate and know the people that you're working with and for. And I really think that has been established. I think our players have a genuine care for one another. I think our coaches do as well, and I think that bond goes between coaches and players also. And so I feel like that's been a real strength of ours. And then, in order to get those vibes from winning, you have to gain confidence. And I think, the only way to do that is through your performance. And so we prepare hard to go out and perform well. And if we can do that, then I think that naturally breeds confidence, and then the confidence continues to grow as you go through the season. So I think, any talk about vibes, et cetera, is, like I said, starts with the relationships of the players and the people on this team and this organization, and hopefully winning can help promote those as well.
Speaking of somebody who's confident and also brings a lot of vibes and performs, you were remarking yesterday in a little presser from the stadium about Steph Diggs and his hands especially. Can you talk about just how important, we know how important his vibes and we all we need, but and the leadership's tremendous, but how important is it having someone so dependable like that, both for your offense to run the way it is and to help continue the development of your young quarterback?
I think Steph's been tremendous. Just his overall, competitiveness, how he approaches each day, the way he pushes the guys around him. I think the standard that he holds himself to, and how he approaches his work. And then certainly none of that matters if you don't perform. And, he's gone out there and made critical plays in a number of situations in a lot of big games for us this year. So I think he understands what it takes to be successful in this league, and I think he's done a really nice job of trying to share those experiences with, some of our younger players, and has been a really, really positive influence on our football team.
Patriots offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels with us on WEEI Afternoons on a Patriots Friday. Josh, we made it 4 questions in without mentioning Drake Maye, so I think that's a record, so we need to stop and have a Drake Maye question. He kind of admitted the other day that either sliding or throwing the ball away, sort of giving up on a play, kind of goes against his natural playmaking instincts. Is that something that he's going to have to learn and evolve with? And is that something that maybe this week, going against the best defense you've faced so far, might be on the horizon for him? Don't be afraid to slide. Don't be afraid to throw it away and live to fight another play.
Certainly, I think making good decisions when those things come up, are things that we've discussed and we've talked about, and he understands. I think that, the difference in those situations is they're unscripted results. There's not many of those times where we've created or designed a play where he's designed to be doing those things, running the ball or outside the numbers or down the field or what have you. So it's a momentary decision that he's going to have to choose. And again, he's made some really good choices this year and slid and protected himself. And I know he took a couple hits the other day, and certainly we don't want him to do that if he can prevent it. So I think he understands the difference. And again, it's going to come down to making a smart decision in the moment, depending on the situation, the circumstances, but protecting himself and helping our team by being available is certainly going to be a big part of moving forward. But you can't ask for one and then say not to have any of the other. He makes a lot of really good plays. He extends some plays. He converts some third downs with his legs. And those plays all help you win. So what we're doing is we're trying to ask for both at the same time. And hopefully he does a good job of learning from these experiences and makes great decisions going forward.
And of all the things that of all the things that Drake has done this season, Josh, all the strides he's making, all of the statistical achievements, the unique accomplishments, and so much more, what is the one thing you would say that you are most impressed with or most impressed about that Drake has done thus far in his sophomore season?
Just the consistency of the person, regardless of, the result of a practice, a period, a game. It hasn't affected his day-to-day preparation, his attitude, and his approach. And that's been very impressive to me relative to just the maturity of a young player that has the ability to process what's going on around him, ignore any exterior noise, good or bad, and just try to focus on getting better and having a productive day. Like I said, it's a great thing for our offensive group to have that type of leadership coming from the quarterback, and it's a very impressive thing to have it come from such a young player.
Speaking of something very impressive, I think it kind of got lost in the wash, but when Drake was in the medical tent, you had Josh Dobbs come in, pick up a key third down on a nice play where he really stepped up, delivered the football. What has your experience been like with Josh Dobbs as the backup quarterback, even going back to the summer and through what he's brought to the team throughout the course of the season?
Yeah, Dobbs, he's been tremendous. He's very, very smart and has been a great addition to our group. He and Drake have a tremendous relationship, which I think is very important in that room. Tommy has added that to that as well. But Dobbs, he's, been here every day, a very, very consistent presence for our offense, prepares every single day like he's starting, ready to go on a moment's notice. Nothing's too big for him. Takes care of his body, does a great job when he's on the scout team of giving the defense a look, and had no hesitation about, him going in there and playing good football last week when he was called upon. So just what a superhuman being, good football player, really happy we have him. Like I said, just a lot of confidence in him and couldn't be more excited about the group that we have in there.
Josh, first a quick aside of a question. Have you received an invite to one of these special Thursday night hibachi or sushi dinners that it seems have become all the rage with Drake, Steph, and the linemen?
They would have to host those pretty late if we were going to attend one of those on a Thursday night. I think a lot later than they really want to do that. So, it'd be like a 10:30 start time if we were going to have a hibachi dinner on a Thursday and include the coaches. So, no, I have not, but I'm very happy to hear that they enjoy their time together outside of this office and this football facility.
Excellent. And since we won't get a chance to do one of these Friday interviews with you again until after the trade deadline, if the team focuses on defense at the trade deadline, so be it. Are you cool with that? And any offensive additions or spots where you would like a little extra depth in advance of November 4th?
I love the group we have, and that those things are not part of my decision-making process, nor do I consider thinking about them. So love the guys we have on the team and excited about going and competing against Cleveland on Sunday with them.
All right, Josh, I know you got a meeting to get to, so we'll let you get out on that. Good luck this weekend. And by the way, we've been learning more and more about Drake Maye, big pumpkin spice guy. So if you're looking to bring him something on an early morning, maybe a latte or something, that would be right up his alley.
I know his wife is a good cook too, so she drops some stuff off in the quarterback room every once in a while also.
Oh, nice!
Wow, nice.
Careful though, I've been praising you for how much you look like you're in shape. So careful, not too many.
Watch out, those 10:30 nights.
Skinny.
You got to stay skinny, right?
No chips after dinner.
All right, Josh, we'll talk to you in a couple of weeks. Good luck.